Hi, everyone, and welcome to the August 21st Coffee and Charts call. And I apologize, I did not hit record this morning when I actually held it. And so I am just going to go over these slides one more time, and hopefully you will get what you need to guide you over the next 2 weeks and give you a little reassurance and support, and just know that you have time, that nothing has to happen overnight. And hopefully this gives you the space and the ability to breathe into waking up each day to doing what you can. So where are we on August 21st? I'm going to start sharing my slides so you can see that. So where are we on August 21st? Well, right now we are still in Mercury retrograde. We've got it for another week, and it is in Leo right now. As you can see, here is Mercury. You can see here is with that color, and it is still moving backwards through Leo. And this is just this reminder to go rediscover what you are good at. Now, what you are good at may not always be fun at times. I was talking to a friend, and she recognized what she does most naturally. And boy, it's a skill, it's a talent, it's an offering that she makes that is not always fun, but it sure is helpful, and people really appreciate it. So discovering that and refinding that while Mercury is in Leo for about 3 weeks is something to look for. Keep your eyes and your heart open to it, and it might be something that you've done a long time ago, but you're just finding, oh my God, I had forgotten that I like that. And in this time when we are expanding our awareness, this may be a perfect opportunity to say yes to as many things as possible that increase your awareness to rediscover those things that you are good at. So that is part of what's going on. The other thing is that the sun here in yellow is moving through the Mercury portal. Now, the Mercury portal, where Mercury is spending 8 weeks basically in Leo and Virgo, is this opportunity to really get crystal clarity on what you're good at and how to make it better. And when the sun is moving through that portal, always during the Mercury retrograde, it's this perfect time to be experimenting. Ooh, I think I might be good at that. Ooh, I think I might enjoy that. Maybe I'll just try this one thing that tests it. And so this is this opportunity that is going to end in about 5 days, but still keep using it. While it's in Leo, it's about doing things to test, do I really like this? Am I good at it? And as the sun moves into Virgo on tomorrow, then it's how can I take small steps to try to make it a little better? Just like buff it out, polish it one angle at a time, and not try to do it all at once. Just test a little bit every day, incrementally. And so that is also where we're at. And finally, as you can see on this slide for today, Mars, since August 6th, has been moving through this Jupiter portal. And Mars is about commitment. Gemini is about using your awareness. It is about attuning to the details. It is about processing. And that is where our growth is happening since about July 15th or 16th until April 30th of next year, of increasing your awareness, changing your mindset, expanding your mindset. And as Mars has moved through it over these 2 weeks, it's been about giving it a little gas, or a lot of gas, showing your commitment. And maybe in the last week, it has felt like a bit of a slog, as though you are pushing into a headwind. And you're not alone. That is actually what it feels like when you've gotten through an open door, seen what's on the other side, and recognize, okay, I'm kind of on my own here, trying to figure this out and pushing as hard as I can. But when we have these headwinds, it's an opportunity to slow down and really notice more of the detail around you. And so if you are going faster, you might miss something. And this is that chance to really pay attention to all the details. So let's keep going, shall we? For a couple days, just kind of living your life, and notice that now, actually it was a couple days ago, the sun moved into Virgo. And on the 26th, 5 days from now, the sun leaves that Mercury portal. So you're kind of done with the testing, and you'll just keep going and take it further to develop and hone this new skill that you have to something that feels you, something that feels beautiful and elegant the way you see it. And at that point, on the 26th, Venus has been going through Virgo, inviting in feedback, inviting in almost receiving what has been great about what you're doing. So while it may not all be perfect, there's probably some part of it that's like, yeah, okay, I've got this part down. I know this part is good, but I still need to work on it more. And that's where the sun lets you keep doing it, and the Mercury lets you keep thinking about it. But when Venus will be opposite the Neptune portal, it's an opportunity to get in touch with those people who know the deepest parts of you. They may find you on their own. You may hear it on a podcast. You may hear it on the news. You may hear it in something you just happen across on Instagram. But this idea that you are understood, that someone understands what you're trying to get to and what's going well and what you can still work on. And as Venus continues to move through that Neptune portal, on the 28th, it will be exactly opposite. So if there is someone in your life that absolutely gets the deepest parts of you, where you never have to explain yourself, and when you get in touch with that person, you're like, I don't have to give you any of the intro, I'm going straight for it. This is what I'm working on. They're the people to talk to that day. And who knows, maybe they're looking for your feedback as well. That's also the day that Mercury starts moving forward. So that's a week from today. And by the time this happens, hopefully there is this crystal clarity for you about what it is that you have to offer that people want, need, or are wanting to take in. And with that, it becomes this foundation of, okay, I'm always going to remember this. I know I'm good at this, and I'm going to always keep this in mind. And take it forward. On the 29th, Venus finishes moving across from the Neptune portal. So if you haven't made that phone call, there's still time to do that. And notice that Venus moves into Libra on that on the 30th. And this is like this early opening of Libra season, of connecting with other people. And this might be a time where people start to show up for you because of all the work you've been doing and how you've changed and the effort that you've put in to opening your awareness and expanding the way you think. And they're going to be there to pull more out of you. And so this Venus is receiving them, taking them in, appreciating them. You might be that same person for someone else. And this will be almost a partner to reinforce all that you're doing. On the 1st, Uranus stations retrograde at 27 degrees of Taurus. So think back for a moment to mid-May or early May and how you showed up back then. A lot has happened, hasn't it? Things are different now, and you are showing up differently than you used to. And it's been a lot of work. So the good news is that is enough restructuring for now. It is time to just integrate that and make it part of you, make it natural, and you've got about 4 months to do that. It's like getting used to, getting used to being an adult, having that new job where you have to show up every day at a certain time. And the first first few weeks, even maybe a couple months are tough, but after 6 months, you got it down and it's natural. You don't even think about it anymore. And that's exactly what you get to do into 2025. And then we meet again on September 4th. And on that day, the sun will be opposite the start of the Saturn portal. And I'll talk about that more next time, but this will be an opportunity to get back in touch with your dream team and maybe start doing some stuff together again, if you've been apart. So what I always love to do is to go backwards, not talk, and let you watch the movement of the planets. And I always like to point out that the moon, which is that kind of light blue color, is the fastest moving object that around the circle. So that's always fun to watch. And we can see Mercury in green moving barely backwards for a little bit before it starts to move forward. But it's up to you. I just find it just fascinating to watch the movement of the planets. Okay, here we go. Okay, I hope that was interesting. So, to sum it up, you have learned a lot over the last couple of weeks as Mars has been marching through that Jupiter portal, pushing you, or maybe giving you some resistance as you expand your awareness and learn new things. So, part of that expansion is also related to this Mercury portal of, as you expand your awareness, what am I good at? What is easy for me? What do I have a knack for? And then how am I going to make it kind of into my thing? Make it beautiful the way I see beauty and make it elegant. And we get to ease into that process. It's not going to happen overnight. And finding that just right clarity might not happen until early September. So give yourself about 3 weeks. And you can let feedback from others guide you. As Venus is moving through Virgo opposite these other portals that have brought other people into your life, and as it moves into Libra, bringing in individuals. As the Mercury retrograde ends on August 28th, how are you crystal clear on what you bring to the table? And let that be a foundation of what you start to hone. As you continue to hone, keeping that element of, I'm good at this, and I'm not going to let that go. It's always got to be part of what I'm perfecting. Will help you keep it as something sustainable in your life. And finally, you've restructured your presence again over the last 3.5 months, and you get to integrate that. Make it natural. Make it part of you into 2025. It won't be overnight, so I hope that gives you a bit of relief. So just to recap kind of thing by thing, this is what we've been finishing up. Mars moving through that Jupiter portal, leaving today. You've kind of had this push for a couple weeks. Now you let the ripple effects happen. You will get to still experience growth until October 9th, when that Jupiter portal completes its first phase and Jupiter starts moving backwards. Then the Sun, which has been moving through this Mercury portal here in Leo and Virgo, will finish up on the 26th, so in a few days. And tomorrow, the Sun, when it moves into Virgo, may inspire you to start tweaking things, to improve them, as you've been testing what it is that you're good at in this new space of learning and opening your mind, and how do you make it better. From August 26th to the 29th, Venus here in the last degrees of Virgo are opposite this Neptune portal, which has brought people into your life that totally get what you're going through. And they can offer you this feedback on what you are absolutely doing right, and give you some encouragement to help you improve it even more the way you want to. It will be exact on the 28th, so that is a great day to reach out to someone, or they may effortlessly come into your life that day. On that same day, Mercury will station direct, and you should hopefully have some crystal clarity of something that you know you are good at, something that you can lean on in this whole process of expanding your awareness and your mindset. Then on September 1st, Uranus here will start moving backwards. So all this restructuring that has taken place since mid-May, you are a different person. That is going to get integrated into you. And frankly, you get to do it again next year. Just kind of reinforce it, go deeper, go wider. But right now, for the next 4 months or so, it's about just taking what you've done, congratulations, and making it part of you, making it natural. And as I mentioned, at the day that we meet again will be the day that the Sun here, what you are mindfully doing, which is going to be about honing and making it right, will be opposite the beginning of that Saturn portal in Pisces. This may be that time that you get back in touch with your dream team and actively do something. So, your tips to thrive: ease into testing how you can improve these new skills that you've got, or this new awareness, and make it something useful for you. And it doesn't have to happen overnight. What if you knew you could take your time and gave yourself 3 weeks to make some noticeable improvement in the way you're doing it? The Mercury retrograde ends on the 28th. So what crystal clarity do you have that day about what you enjoy? Oops, I forgot you. or find easy about the new awareness or mindset that you've been gaining since mid-July. And congratulations, you've restructured how you show up since mid-May. Think about how you get to have 4 months to make that part of you. So, I'm so sorry that we don't have the actual video from this morning's coffee and charts, but I hope this is helpful for guiding you over the next 2 weeks. And if you are interested in using astrology in your own life to help you identify the next steps you need to take to either make progress in your business or in your life, just reach out to me using the information in the caption below, and I'd love to talk to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.